Good morning, students. So, today I am going to tell you about the kingdom planting. This is in the class 11 and chapter 3. So, we are going to start chapter 3 now. And in this, the first topic which we will be studying is the division Thallophyta. There are 5 divisions in plant kingdom, you know. What are those 5 divisions? Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. Out of these, we will be starting today with the first division, that is Thallophyta. What comes in the Thallophyta? Algae and its types. Now, how are algae different from other plants? So, if we are keeping them in first division, there must be some special features by which they can be distinguished from higher plants. So, unlike traditional plants, algae do not have true roots, stem, leaves. So, differentiated body parts of the plants like leaves, roots, stems are not found in algae. Hence, they need to be near a moist or watery environment to survive. So, their body design is very simple. They need water so that they can absorb the nutrients, absorb the moisture. In other words, they do not possess vascular tissues necessary for conduction of water. Because xylem and phloems are not present in them, so they directly live near the damp areas or moist or watery environment. They possess thalloid body or not well differentiated mass of cells, so they belong to division Thallophyta. Their body is not differentiated. We already know that in them there is no leaf, no roots, no stem. So their body is not well differentiated. That body is known as thallus-like body or thalloid body. And the thallus can be multicellular. It can be unicellular thallus, can be multicellular thallus. Microscopic means can be observed by microscope, or some algae can have macroscopic, which can be visible without help of microscope also. General features of algae. Now, what are the basic features which will be found in any variety of algae? Number one is that algae exist in environments ranging from ocean, river, lakes to ponds, brackish water and even snow. So, algae will be found in watery environment. That watery environment can be fresh water, marine water. What is called as brackish water is the salty water. So, even in the snow we can find algae. Algae are usually green, but they can be found in variety of different colors. Mostly, what we know is general algae is green color. We can say mass of lower plants. But other kind of algae or different colors of algae can be found in nature. For instance, algae living in snow contain carotenoid pigments in addition to chlorophyll, hence giving the surrounding snow a distinctive red hue. So, if the algae is having a carotenoid pigment, carotenoid word sounds familiar. This same pigment is present in carrot also. Carrot is red in color, so this pigment is red color pigment. So, this snow in the algae which is found in snow have this red pigment. So, this is giving that algae a red hue, snow that red color. Now, examples of algae. Prominent example of algae include Gelidium. This is red algae. Fucus. This is brown algae. Spirogyra. This is green algae. Now, some special habitat of algae means beside we find that algae in the aquatic environment. Beside those, some algae are found in special habitats like epiphytic, algae growing on other plants. For example, Odigonium. Odigonium algae is found on growing on other plants. Epizoic. Epizoic means the algae growing on the surface, outer surface of the animals, like shells of snail. Example, Cladophora. Endozoic, growing inside the animal, inside their body cavity, the algae is found. Example, Zoochlorella in Hydra. This Hydra is green in color because of the growth of the algae inside. Symbiotic algae means in bryophyte, for example, Anthroceros, mosses. In the Anthroceros moss, the algae is present. Azolla in the pteridophyte, pteridophyte algae is found in symbiotic association. Coralloid roots in cycas. In cycas, in the particular root part, the algae is present with these cells of the cycas gymnosperm. So algae is found in symbiotic with other organisms. Mutually beneficial relationship. Now general features of algae. Some more points about general features. Algae are photosynthetic organisms. Means they will produce their food through photosynthesis. Algae can be either unicellular or multicellular organisms. We already have studied this. Algae lack a well-differentiated body, so structures like root, stem or leaves are absent. Their body is not well differentiated. Algae are found where there is adequate moisture. It is clear. Reproduction in algae occur both asexual and sexual forms. Asexual forms occur by spore formation, and algae are free-living, although some can form symbiotic relationship. Algae are mostly free-living, but some, in the previous slide we saw that some are found in the symbiotic association, means in close association with another organism. Now, reproduction types in algae. How they reproduce, we will see. Vegetative, fragmentation, cell division and fission. So, vegetative mode of reproduction is by these three methods. Asexual mode by variety of motile and non-motile spores. If the spores are motile, they are called as zoospores because in them the flagella is present. These zoospores can be released. These are asexual spores which can be released in the water, and when they fuse, then they give rise to new organisms. Aplanospores, these are non-motile spores produced by them. Sexual reproduction in algae is by the fusion of opposite gametes like sperm and egg. So male gametes will be produced and female gametes will be produced separately. So isogamy means eulothrix. Example is eulothrix. Gametes are motile and flagellated in isogamy, and Spirogyra, the non-motile gametes fuse. Both the gametes are similar in their structure, therefore it is known as isogamy. Iso means always same. You must have remembered that term isotonic solution. Isotonic solution means when a plant cell is surrounded by a solution which is having same concentration of that plant cell. So water moves equal outside and equally inside. Iso word means same. So isogamy means similar gametes fuse. So two examples are there, Eulothrix and Spirogyra. Anisogamy means gametes are dissimilar. The shape of the gametes will be dissimilar, means bigger gamete and the smaller gametes. So gametes are dissimilar. Example, Eudorina and Chlamydomonas. Eudorina and Chlamydomonas are example of anisogamy. Oogamy also, the gametes are dissimilar, but here the female gamete is large size and that is very sure, and it is non-motile, but the male gamete is small size and is motile by the flagella. Example, volvox, fucus. So there are three types of sexual reproduction: isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy. With their examples are given here. Now types of algae. There are many types of algae. However, these are some of the more prominent types. Depending on the color, first three categories we can divide the algae depending on the color. So, most prominent red color algae will be called as Rhodophyceae. Will belong to the class Rhodophyceae. The red color pigment which is more prominent in that red algae is phycoerythrin. Now coming to the second type, brown algae. Brown algae will be belonging to the class Phaeophyceae. Not class, we can say it is a family because AC word is added at the last. So Phaeophyceae is the family of brown algae. Fucoxanthin is their prominent brown pigment. Green algae, Chlorophyceae. Chlorophyceae is the family of green algae and chlorophyll B is their major pigment. Examples on the basis of cellular structure means if the algae is unicellular, examples are Chlamydomonas, chlorella. If the algae is colonial, means the cells are bunched up in the colony. So, Volvox, Pandorina. Filamentous, unbranched means it will be having long ribbon-like filamentous structure, and unbranched means single filament will be there, Spirogyra, and filamentous branched means it will have the divisions, will spread its branches, so it is Cladophora. Parenchymatous form means plant-like body or green algae which is spreading like the branches. So parenchyma tissue-like thing, Sargassum and Laminaria. Now these are three image: red algae, green algae, and brown algae. Chlorophyceae, and Phaeophyceae. So types of algae. This is the NCERT image, although it is little blurry over here. You can find this algae in the NCERT, and this is Volvox, which is colonial form. This is filamentous Spirogyra. These three are example of brown algae, and these two are example of red algae. Now, red algae. Some important features of red algae. What is the importance of red algae? Red algae form an important part of ecosystem and are consumed by various organisms such as crustacean, fish, worms, and even humans. So, red algae is having a very producer type role in the ecosystem. So, it can be eaten by various consumers, primary consumers. Even human can feed the red algae. Red algae are also used to produce agar, that is used as food additives. They are rich in calcium and also used as vitamin supplements. So they are rich in calcium. They are rich can be used as vitamin supplements. Give a few examples. Here are the few examples of red algae: Irish moss, dulse, laver, and corallina algae. Now, where are red algae found? Red algae are commonly found in coral reefs and tide pools. Means in ocean, underwater life. Coral reefs, the red algae can be found. They have the ability to survive at a greater depth than other algae because the pigment phycoerythrin absorbs the blue light that can penetrate deeper than the other light waves. This allows red algae to carry out photosynthesis at greater depth. So I am saying that at the ocean, deep sea ocean life, underwater life. So till there, only out of all the Vibgeo region, blue region can penetrate more deep into the ocean. So red algae, the phycoerythrin pigment is specialized in absorbing that blue pigment and growing and doing the photosynthesis. Uses of red algae is agar is a gel-like substance which is used in pudding, dairy toppings, and other instant food products extracted from red algae. So red algae is producing a product called as agar. It is an inert semi-solid jelly-like material. It has gelling ability. So it is used in pudding and dairy products for gelling the things, jams and jellies. Now green algae. Green algae, it is large informal group of algae having the primary photosynthetic pigments chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. So in green algae, just like plants, green plants, most prominent pigment which is there is called as chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Along with auxiliary pigments such as xanthophyll and beta carotenes are also there. Now, higher organisms use green algae to conduct photosynthesis for them, and other species of green algae have a symbiotic relationship with other organisms. So, this is the algae which is used by higher organisms as their food products, and this is the algae which is also seen in hydra, I told you, and on the shells of the snails. So, green algae is with the symbiotic association. In the Cycas coralli root, this algae is found. Now, brown algae. Kelps are the giant brown algae, profusely branched and massive, and may reach up to the height of 100 meters. This is also brown algae which can achieve a massive size of 100 meters. Can you imagine? And so massive algae is we can say is attached to the base of the floor through a structure called as holdfast. It is just an anchor-like structure which is attaching that big 100-meter wavy brown algae inside the ocean floor. Now, brown algae holdfast attach the plant to a substratum. The stalk is known as style. Its trunk-like structure of the holdfast is known as style. And the leaf-like structure on the top, just like trees, are known as fronds. Leaf-like carries out photosynthetic. Now, this is the table which is there in the NCERT also. This is the table you have to make in your notes along with the other slides also. and you will complete this topic algae in your copy. So briefly I will explain this table. Class names are given here: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. Common names are given here: Chlorophyceae is commonly called green algae, Phaeophyceae brown algae, Rhodophyceae red algae. Major pigments of green algae: chlorophyll A and B, Phaeophyceae chlorophyll A and C and fucoxanthin, and Rhodophyceae chlorophyll A and D and phycoerythrin. Stored food is what food they make after photosynthesis. So they store the food in the form of starch. They store the food in the form of brown algae stored in the form of mannitol and labinarium. And Rhodophyceae stored as chloridium starch. Now cell wall. Mostly the green algae has cell wall of cellulose, and Phaeophyceae has cellulose and algin, and Rhodophyceae has cellulose, pectin, polysulfate esters. Flagella number, position and insertion. So flagella in their spores. How many flagella will be there and what will be the location of the flagella outcoming from the we can say spore. 2 to 8 flagellas can be there in the spore of Chlorophyceae with equal in the size. These 8 flagellas will be equal in size and will be apical, coming from one apical end, one tip. 2 flagellas will be there unequal in size and lateral will be coming from the side of the algae. And here in red algae, flagella will be absent. Now habitats. The green algae will be found in fresh water, brackish water and salt water, and brown algae will be found in fresh water, rarely in fresh water but mostly in brackish water, salt water. And red algae will be found in fresh water, sometimes in fresh water, mostly in brackish water and salt water. So these two, brown and red, are mostly found in the marine environment. You can see because rarely in fresh water. And here the green one will be found mostly in the fresh water. So I hope this algae part is clear to you. Read from the NCERT and with the help of this PPT and the NCERT, try to make the we can say notes of this topic. Thank you. In the next class we will move from the bryophytes. Thank you.